Hello, my name's Gavin. This is Genre Books. This isn't Tuesday, but this isn't really a tag, although I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat and James from Quaint and Curious Volumes based on a very old BookTube challenge recently resurrected by Jess Bookgirl TV. This is the Quick to Judge challenge, and the premise is very simple. Take some books from your shelves, read the first few lines, first paragraph of the books, and decide which are going to go to the top of your TBR. Like I need anything else in my TBR. I have loaded the deck somewhat. All of the books are fairly short. And to be honest, I was lazy and all of them were at the front of the bookshelves. But I will start with The Million Cities by J.T. McIntosh, a pyramid book from 1963. I think the original story on which it's based was from the late 50s. The whole world danced. All over the million cities, on all the strata, every hall was packed. The avenues were deserted, the houses empty, the children were at parties of their own. In all the millions of halls, the music was synchronized so that everybody everywhere danced the same dance to the same music at the same time. On Thanksgiving, "Sorry I don't dance" was no excuse. If you didn't dance, you found someone else who didn't dance either and walked round in time to the music. And if you couldn't keep in time with the music, you just walked. The next book is a Philip Jose Farmer's The Lovers from 1961. This is a first edition from Ballantine and based on a story from the early 1950s. I've got to get out. Hal Yarrow could hear someone muttering from a great distance. There must be a way out. He woke up with a start and he realised that he had been the one talking. Moreover, what he had said as he emerged from his dream had no connection at all to it. His half-waking words and the dream were two discrete events. But what had he meant by those mumbled words, and where was he? Had he actually travelled in time, or had he experienced a subjective dream? It had been so vivid that he was slow in returning to this level of the world. Badger Books next, and Lionel Fanthorpe, or here R.L. Fanthorpe, MBIS, Doomed World. Chapter 1, The Alien. The alien was a strange-looking beast. Even by the broad standards of the Galactic Recognition Code, it was very definitely non-U. Weird green and yellow pseudopods branched at peculiar angles from its shimmering green body. Its eyes protruded on phosphorescent stalks, and its twitching horns were never completely motionless. Alfred Bester, The Demolished Man from 1953. It says here on the cover, the first ever winner of the Hugo Award. Explosion! Concussion! The vault doors burst open and deep inside the money is racked ready for pillage loot. Who's that? Who's inside the vault? Oh God, the man with no face, looking, looming, silent, horrible. Run. Run. Run or I'll miss the Paris Pneumatique and that exquisite girl with her flower face and figure of passion. There's time if I run. But that isn't the guard before the gate. Oh Christ, the man with no face, looking, looming, silent. Don't scream. Stop screaming. But I'm not screaming, I'm singing on a stage of sparkling marble while the music soars and the lights burn, but there's no one out there in the amphitheatre. A great shadowed pit, empty except for one spectator, silent, staring, looming, the man with no face. And lastly, also from Gallant's, but this time the Golden Age Masterworks, C. L. Moore's Jirel of Joiry. I read one Jirel of Joiry story last month, so here's a compilation of works that first appeared in Weird Tales from the mid to late 1930s. Black God's Kiss. They brought in Joyery's tall commander, struggling between two men-at-arms who tightly gripped the ropes which bound their captive's mailed arms. They picked their way between the mounds of dead as they crossed the great hall across the dais where the conqueror sat, and twice they slipped a little in the blood that splattered the flags. When they came to a halt before the mailed figure on the dais, Joyery's commander was breathing hard, and the voice that echoed hollowly under the helmet's confines was hoarse with fury and despair. This is a difficult choice. All of these books I'm probably going to bump up on my TBR. They're all short books. I need to read some short books this month. But I think I might actually just go with the very first one I picked, The Million Cities. I'm pretty sure, reading the blurb on the back, that first paragraph had very little to do with anything. This is not going to be a book about music. But it was an intriguing look into a society, and I'm guessing a society of our future. I want to find out more about it pretty quickly. So yes, J.T. McIntosh, The Million Cities. Whether that will be the first of those 5 books that I read, who knows? I'm nothing if not capricious when it comes to the book lists. But we'll see. And when I do finish it, I will obviously be letting you know my thoughts. When I finished all 5, I will know whether I made the right choice and whether I ought to do this little exercise again. I will tag some people below, but thank you to Pat and James and Jess and whoever created the tag challenge in the first place. And until next time,